Hey, y'all, it's your girl Monique Dior, and I am back with another video. So this week's video, y'all, we are doing a book review. I haven't did one in a while, but I had chance and I had time to read this book called Anticipation. We're going to get into all the details, but just had to give y'all a quick little intro. And if y'all haven't subscribed to my channel, what are we waiting for? It's free. Just press the subscribe button. Hello. So if you've already been here, you know how we're gonna do. We're gonna kick it to the intro, and then we will be right. All right. So this is a book called Anticipation. Love me, lust me, but don't lose me by Maj, the author. And this book is so near and dear to me because let me show y'all. You know it's special when the author writes you a message. So this is the message that I got from the author. Y'all, my best friend wrote this book. I want to first start off by saying that I am so proud of her. I was along with her on this journey. The days where she wanted to give up, the days she was like, don't worry about it, the days when we proofread and proofread and proofread. So I read the book already. This is like my second time reading the book. Nope, it's my third. Because we went through proofread. We read it again when we got the final one, and then I just read it again. So yeah, this is like my third time reading the book. And I'm so happy. Like, I will continue to read this book because it is really good. No, I'm not saying that because it's my cousin. No, she's not paying me. I genuinely read this book and I could relate to it. So let's get into the details of the book. So when you hear the name Anticipation and you see the picture, you like, oh, this gonna be good. And it is. Like, y'all, I went to go get my toes done in preparation for the cruise. The lady seen in front of her, she was like, oh, that looks good. What is that? It's a book called Anticipation by Marsha author. It's on Amazon. It's in Barnes and Nobles. Y'all go get it, okay? Paperback on Amazon, I think it's $19.99. I don't remember, but I'll put the description and stuff in the bottom. All right, so let's get into it. So for my people who don't like long stories, this ain't it. Baby, it's only 92 pages of reading. Okay. And then for people who be like, I don't like reading small words. Baby, these words are big and you can read them and understand them, and it's spaced out. All you need so y'all took some notes so I wouldn't forget anything. This book can be read in one sitting. Honestly, like, you could just sit down and carve out some time and read, maybe about an hour or 2 hours, depending on how fast and or slow you read. It is a really good read. Like, I'm getting ahead of myself. Bring it down. If I had to describe this book with songs, 3 songs that I came up to describe this book would be Meeting in My Bedroom, Lovers and Friends, and Dangerously in Love. Those are 3 songs that I would say sums up this whole 92 pages, okay? Because I ain't gonna give y'all the whole thing because you gotta go get the book and you gotta read it, okay? So it's about a couple, Malia and Brandon, and I can't say that because then that's gonna give away the book. Okay, but the reason why I chose those 3 songs is because once you read it, you will understand. You be like, oh, this one go here. Oh, this one go here. Oh, and this definitely goes here. Like, I love it. Yeah, those are 3 songs that describe the book in my eyes. Okay, my opinion. All right. So when reading this, I love this book because Malia is so relatable. She reminds me of me. Um, she reminds me a lot of myself in so many ways. So one, um, yeah, y'all a little spoiler of the book. She vowed celibacy. So that's a lot. That's where people get a lot of confusion because there's a difference between celibacy and abstinence. Okay. Um, and the reason why I say I can relate to her on that part because she's practicing celibacy. So celibacy is waiting to have sex until marriage. That's not my. It's not my ministry. That is the goal, but I would be lying if I said that's what it is. I done been down that road before, so it's like I would be lying to say that's what I'm on. No, the journey I'm on is abstinence. I ain't shop closed. We good, and it's for me. One to get clarity, and two, just once you value yourself more and love yourself more and really understand what that intimacy level means and the things that are transpired in that encounter, you'll be like, yeah, nah, I'm good. So the more I learn, the more I make myself aware, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to try my absolute best to abstain from going down that road. Now, I ain't perfect, and I know me. Um, so it's a journey. I would be lying if I said it wasn't. It's definitely a journey, and I know it's going to be a journey. But me being up here by myself and me just working makes it much easier because I don't have free time. I don't have time to frolic. Okay, so it makes it much easier. But yeah, so that's how we kind of relate, but different at the same time. Um, Also, we relate because past she said that past relationships hurt her, and now, okay. So I'm trying to read my notes and remember what I said that I wanted to say. I gave myself a little bullet points of what to remember. So past relationships. So in past relationships you get hurt and you shut down and you build up this wall, and then you learn how people operate and how they move, and you just take that on and you just start to believe, okay, our relationships are supposed to be like this. So when you get a good relationship, you like, this is going too good. Let me start flipping some stuff over and asking crazy questions to make sure that this is really what's going to happen, or make sure this is really real. Like people who've been in toxic relationships, we're used to toxic. And when you get someone who's the opposite of that, you be like, what's wrong with you? And I know I can relate to that. That's one thing that Malia is battling in this book. And I can relate to that because with my last relationship, of course, everybody have their own flaws, but I was not used to the real gentleman, the chivalry, the opening the doors, the walking on the right side of the road, and the holding the door open and stuff like that, and just like different stuff. I was not used to that. I was used to the hood boy. I was used to the gangsters, the thugs, the tough boys. And then when I got that in my life, I'm like, why? Why you do that? Like, what you want? Like, I always would say something crazy or do something crazy to try and sabotage it because I was not used to it and I didn't know how to nurture that. And, it is what it is. But I've learned from that. I learned, people do know how to have healthy relationships. Healthy relationships are okay. Healthy relationships are necessary. They're needed. So I'm happy that I know now. But that is something that Malia's battling in this book. And I learned that, that's not how you handle it. Okay? But that's another way how we, you know, similar in a good relationship. So you sabotage a good relationship because you're not used to it. Okay. Um, and I said, and you believe you don't deserve it. Going back to what I said, you're so used to toxic. When you get something good and you get something pure, and somebody who actually shows you what genuine love is supposed to feel like, you feel like it's underlining message to it, or you just trying to get me good. And then when I'm comfortable and laid back and in my soft girl era, you're gonna turn into something that I don't know. Everybody's not like that. But like I said, when you're used to the toxicity and the trauma and the drama, that's what you be looking for. Okay? Until you heal. So everybody, let's heal together. All right. I never had to deal with crazy ex, but I pray I don't have to. Oh, so crazy exes. Thank God, knock on. I ain't never had to deal with a crazy ex. I pray to God I don't have to. I don't want to. I don't need that drama in my life. With me and all my exes, we cool. And when I say cool, I mean like friends. Like if I need and one of them, I can hit them up. You know what I'm saying? Type stuff. Um, but crazy exes are a real thing. And I'm starting to see it a lot more in the news. And it is really, 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 really scary. Like people breaking up and people killing people, or people breaking up and setting their house on fire, or burning them, or hurting their kids. I don't want to deal with that. I can't deal with that. So that's one of my questions going in. Hey, what's the status of you and your ex? Like y'all over or y'all over? Is the ex crazy or crazy? Let me know the level, because I need to know if I need to tell you now. Keep to the left, or I'll be like, okay, I can deal with this. So communicate that whenever you're in a relationship. Um, So I love how the books gives point of view from both Malia and Brandon. So you know how most books they have just the story of what's going on. This one I love it because it kind of gives you an overview of what's going on. Then it goes Malia, and Malia gives her point of view. Then it flips to Brandon and give Brandon's point of view. So you get to see the situation from a man's view and a woman's view of what's going on and what they're thinking and how they're feeling. I absolutely love that. I think that that was a genius part of her writing this and how she wrote it. So that's one of the major things that I love.
All right, so I know this gonna look weird, but I was editing and I remembered something. So, ladies, another thing that came from this book: why don't we just say what we mean and mean what we say? And when I say that, I mean when we be like, "No, don't go." No, we be like, "Leave." Knowing good and doggone well you want him to stay. Like, say what you mean and mean what you say. That is something that happened a lot in this book. She be like, "Get out of my house," when she really don't want him to get out the house. Ladies, let's start saying what we mean and mean what we say, okay? Don't be trying to decode. I know it's fun sometimes, but we have a bad habit of doing that. So can we just, reel it back in? And I just thought about this. This came to mind. This was something that I wanted to say, but I didn't write it down in my notes. But I remembered it when I was editing, so I just had to put this in there.
And then last but not least, okay, Mira, I need you to step into the chat at this point because I have a million and one questions. And yes, she's my bestie, but she still ain't answered these questions for me. And I'm going to put them on this video. Maybe she will see this and maybe she will answer these questions for me. First of all, when is part 2 coming? Because, baby, I have so many questions. Why did you end on a cliffhanger like that? What's going to happen to Brandon? What's going on with Malia? What's going on with Janae? Baby, I want to know. I need to know these things. Like, I have so many questions, and they're valid questions. And my other questions that I want to ask, I can't ask because you, my dear friend, haven't read the book. And so I'm not going to give it away. But like I said, this is a really, really, really good read that you can sit down in one sitting and read. And I'm going to read the back of the message, the back of the book, kind of like giving somewhat a little insight on the book. It says, the yearning for more than the usual led Malia to a vow of celibacy. However, abstaining from sex until she was married was becoming more difficult by the second. Brandon is everything she wants, but his ex is determined to sabotage his relationship with Malia. Where will the anticipation lead? Love, loss, or both? Y'all, check out the book. And for her birthday's in February. So for her birthday, they painted the cover of the book. Y'all see? See? So don't mind mine. I gotta finish mine. I didn't have a chance to go home and go to the paint and sip for her birthday. So the lady who was leading the class, she kind of sort of got me this far. And I gotta finish it, and I will finish it on the day that I get off. And I'm gonna finish, putting the girl together, give her eyes and chin and all that good stuff, and finish painting it. Um, but yes, y'all, Anticipation, the book by Maj, the author. Again, Bestie, I'm so proud of you. I pray that this is the first of many, because I don't know if you know it, but baby, at the bottom it says book one. Chick-fil-A, how many books we gonna get? When we gonna get these books? I'm ready to read. Y'all, I was literally sitting there, I'm like, oh, no, she did. Y'all, it's not an act. It's a really, 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 really good read. So again, it's on Amazon. It's on all platforms. Y'all head over to her Instagram, Maj, the author, and be sure to check out this book, Anticipation. And y'all, let me know what y'all think. Leave a review on Amazon after you read it. I still need to go do my review on Amazon, and I'm going to. But y'all, Maj, the author, Anticipation. Thank y'all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be sure to tell a friend or tell 10 that Monique Dior has done it again. And until next week, y'all be safe, be nice, and I'm finna go get my nail fixed, okay? All right, because it's time to go to the Bahamas. It's time to go to the Bahamas. It's time to go to the Bahamas. It's time to go to the Bahamas.